How to process add a dimension. So this is one of the important interview question. Now let's see. You must be familiar with the processing options, but let's have a quick look at what are the different options available for dimension processing. So if you click on process by right clicking on the dimension, database dimension, if you click on process, here you'll find the processing options, and you can see a lot of options like process default, process full, process clear, process data, process index, and process update. But our question is how to process add a dimension. There is a little difference between process update and process add. Process update will take the copy of the data that is available in your database, and it will compare with the data that is available in your dimension, and it will update accordingly. It acts more like a merge statement in SQL Server. Whereas process add, it won't do anything. It just reads the data. It just reads the new records and it will add to the existing dimension. Let's say this is your database and this is your dimension, database table and dimension table, dimension in SSAS. If you go for process add, it will read all the data and it will compare with the records here. And if there is any update happen to any record that is available in your database, in the dimension, then it will update the particular record. Or if there is no record which is available in the database, then it will insert that newly added record in the table. And if there is any dimension, any record that is missing here in the database table but available here, then it will remove that. So it acts like more of a merge statement in SQL Server. Now, if you take the dimension add, process add, let's say this is your dimension table and this is your SSAS dimension, and it will pull only the new records and it will add to the existing records of the database dimension. So this is the difference between database, process add and process update of the SSAS dimension processing. Now, let me erase the drawings. Let's see how to do process add. The option is not available here. You can do it in multiple ways. Like you can use the dimension processing destination that is added to as a SQL Server integration services. That is one way. And you can use AIMBOard.NET coding, that you can write your own code to do process add. And I personally prefer to do using XMLA, because XMLA is easy to maintain and you can call it from scripting, like partial scripting. You can call it from command line. It's pretty easy to maintain and implement. Now let's see how to do process add of a dimension using XMLA. To do that, you need to, for doing process add, first of all, you need to do process full of the dimension. Now I have done that, so I'm ready to go with the process add. So to do the process add, you have to connect to the cube in your SQL Server Management Studio. Now this is my SQL Server Management Studio. I connected to my analysis services, and you can see I have the database SSAS int questions deployed. And if I go to the dimensions, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 dimensions. Now let me go to the process, and even here I don't find that option like process add. Okay, so what you need to do is just simply take process update and try to get the script. You can go to the script option, script action to new query window. So it will take a new XMLA query window and it will copy the script of process update over there. If you see, this is the XMLA code that you have to execute to process update dimension, and this works perfectly fine. If you do process update using XMLA, it's working fine. Now, how to do process add? The only thing you have to do is you need to change this one from process. There are a couple of things you have to do, in fact, and the first thing is you have to change this one from process update to process add. So if you change the keyword from process update to process add, this is the only way that you can do using, you can't do it in bits. If this is the only way you can do using XMLA. Now, if I execute it, it throws some error because it has poor capturing of the duplicate keys when you are executing process add. Now, if you see, it's saying a duplicate key has been found for some non-key column. This is first name is a non-key column, right? This is not the primary key column of the dimension table. So it's saying there's some duplicate key attribute found, blah, blah, blah. So you have to keep in mind one important step while using ProcessAdd to, using XMLA. That is, when you right click on the process option here, and when you select the process update, what you need to do is you have to go to the change settings option here, and you have to select the dimension keys, use custom error configuration, and you have to make sure that the duplicate keys are set to either ignore, ignored or reported continue. It's always good to go with ignored error because it has poor capturing of the, poor analyzing of the duplicate keys when you go for process add. Okay, due to the some attribute relationship concepts, blah blah blah. When I asked Microsoft, they said the same. Okay, now once you change the error configuration, and the same step you have to repeat, script action to the new query window, and you can see the new query window open and the same script copied. And let me change it to add, and let me compare the script that is that you are seeing now and the one which I opened last time. If you see here, everything looks same from here to here, except the error configuration is added. In the error configuration, I've mentioned that okay, don't consider the duplicates. That you have to keep in mind. That is very important point while working on ProcessAdd. Now if I execute it, what it will do is it will read only the newly added records and it will add to your dimension in SSAS. So this is how you have to do ProcessAdd. There are two steps you have to, three steps in fact. Connect your SSMS and right click on the dimension, go to process, and then select the change settings and set the dimension keys to use custom error configuration. Let it be ignore error for the duplicate key. Click on OK. Take the script to a new query window, change process update to ProcessAdd, and click on execute. And you can copy this code and you can execute it just by changing the dimension name and the database name for different dimensions too. So that's it. This is how you have to do ProcessAdd using XMLA. Hope you understood the concepts, and subscribe for more videos on SSIS, SSAS, and SSRS interview questions. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.